But guys, it's anyone's guess what they're going to play in game number 5. Purple's won 2 with Freeze Mage, but is he able to queue up Freeze Mage again in the face of stuff like Keys and Mystic? It's anyone's guess because game number 5 is getting underway. Purple versus Kaldi.
Yeah, you always find a way to get me when I'm a little bit under the weather. I love it, Nathan.
Kaldi going to go to Frothing Berserker, Grim Patron Warrior here to get this one done. In purple, that's a Druid deck, and I can tell you there's one matchup you never want to see when you're playing Warrior, and that's Druid.
Yeah, it's not that great on the other side, and you can see a great opening hand here for purple. He's got an Innervate, and it seems like all the Druid decks always do.
Yeah, I mean, they've been drawing so well here in HPL, but you know, you're going to have an Innervate or a Wild Growth a very high percentage of the time if you mulligan for those cards.
Yeah, if you mulligan for him, it's like, what was the percentage you were saying once? I think you told me.
It's upward in the close to like 86%. I don't know the exact math on it. It's super high. I actually do want to.
We should get our data science team on that one.
Thank you, data science team. I will go ask them for that exact measure. And now purple's hand. Wow, what a starting hand. But where does he use this Innervate? He had an opportunity on turn 1, didn't take it. He's going to have an opportunity on turn 2, but with the Wild Growth, I mean, this is turn 3 Emperor Thaurissan.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to Wild Growth into Emperor Thaurissan here, but there's a chance he doesn't do it because, you know, he might have a different idea of what's going on here.
Wow, he's going to take an aggressive stance here. This is really interesting. If he wins this match, I'm going to have to ask him about this one because this is not at all what I expected.
Now, where does Kaldi go from here as well? This adds a lot of pressure. He can't play things like Armor Smith or Acolyte of Pain into this without losing a ton of value. That's that might be one of the reasons that Purple did it.
Yeah, to fight against some of the early pressure. I mean, you know, even something like Coin Frothing Berserker would have added some pressure to this board.
It's even decent against Fiery War Axe as well. I mean, you get to keep a minion in play.
Deal 4 damage, attack from war, make him take more damage. That seems to be the game plan that Purple always has in mind. How do you force players to take damage?
Well, he's doing it. Yeah, I was going to say he's doing it right now. Are we going to see an execute here?
Wow, actually executing very early on. This could easily backfire in this situation. The last thing he wants to see is a valuable minion come out of here. Puddle Stomper, not the the worst minion in the world, is going to start getting in some damage here. And Kaldi, he has to find a way to start answering this. Shading Axe Ramos added to this board, and Purple's going to have turn 5 Emperor Thaurissan.
Yeah, he's going to be able to Wild Growth and Hero Power next turn into this Emperor Thaurissan.
Love the Frothing Berserker here, just having to find a way to get damage on board. But I think that this is Purple's opportunity.
Oh, and he picks up an Acidic Swamp Boost, too. That could be really big going forward here.
Yeah, I'm going to use the Shade too. Love using the Shade here. I mean, he just saw Execute. He just saw Inner Rage. Obviously, Kaldi's a little bit desperate to start dealing with stuff.
Yeah, Purple's in a great spot here. Purely in the driver's seat going forward from here. Kaldi on the back foot.
Important that he attacks with his health afterwards too. He damages Frothing Berserker. It's going to get buffed every single time. Second Execute picked up for Kaldi. That's got to be beautiful for him right now.
Looks like he's going to run another Frothing Berserker into play here. He can't. The thing is, he can't sit back here for too long. His hand, not great going forward. Purple adding a lot of pressure here, and he's a Druid going into 6 mana and 7 mana way before you get to 5. That is a big problem here in this matchup.
Yeah, even has Acidic Swamp Ooze to help fight against this. Emperor Thaurissan going to go hit the board, and 3 more points of damage. This Puddle Stomper, and it is stomping some puddles right now. The puddle happens to be Kaldi's face, and he's got to find a way to start taking care of this. Whirlwind would have been great earlier, but this spot now.
Well, hold on. If he okay, he's got Warsong Commander and Acolyte of Pain. He's got a Whirlwind. So what happens if he plays Acolyte of Pain, Whirlwinds, he gets to draw a card and he gets to kill the Emperor, but it costs you your Frothing Berserker? Is that something he's going to be?
He's got to kill the Emperor.
Yeah, you can't just let it sit around. Yeah. I think that's what you're going to see this turn is Acolyte of Pain into Whirlwind.
I wouldn't even mind seeing like Armor Smith and then coin the Whirlwind out. Does get multiple threats on board to contest the Puddle Stomper, which is apparently going to get in 9 points of damage this game.
The little Puddle Stomper that could.
It's doing some massive work. Emperor, he's falling this turn. And Kaldi's going to hang on to his coin, wants to, well, now he might change his mind, considering he's going to be able to go Armor Smith into Armor Smith. And the other thing, too, is if he plays the Armor Smith afterwards, it's not directly contested by the Puddle Stomper. He's not going to play anything, though. This is Purple's opening now to pick up 2 cards of this Ancient Allure and keep the pressure high. There's no Executes left in Kaldi's deck. How does he take care of a 5/5 this turn?
Yeah, he's going to have a big problem dealing with this. Actually, okay, so now he's got a Cruel Taskmaster that's not going to let him pick off Ancient Lord, but he can get an extra card out of his Acolyte of Pain if he wants to do this turn.
Warsong Commander is super important right now.
Or he could, actually what he could do is he could play Warsong Commander, Cruel Taskmaster, his own Acolyte of Pain, and then run both of them into the Ancient Lord.
That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to play Armor Smith first to make sure he picks up maximum armor too.
Yeah, he needs
finally
to gain a lot of
able
life
to deal with Puddle Stomper.
Yeah.
How many times have you ever said that?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually a really good turn here for Kaldi.
I mean, this could be the start of the turnaround. Purple's hand doesn't have a ton of action in it.
Well, I will say this. He's down to 1 card left in his hand. He's going to have, He's going to go up to 3 here, but if Purple can draw something really good here, he's still in a pretty great spot because he's going to hopefully be able to take care of this Warsong Commander, and this Death Spite's going to get taken care of by the Acidic Swamp Ooze. So it's not all for naught so far here in Purple, but he is, you know, starting to lose his grip on this game.
What a great pickup that is, too. Yeah. Swipe going to take care of both of these minions that are left over, and then a taunt. This is going to set some major pressure on Kaldi. I mean, maybe he's fearing something like Shield Slam, isn't going to charge it and shred it, wants to make sure that he can take care of Death Spite at every single step of the way. And Kaldi cannot feel comfortable just swinging a Death Spite into a Druid of the Claw here.
Yeah, again, Purple taking a big lead here over the last turn. And if he just plays Death Spite, armors up, and passes here, Purple's going to get amazing value off the Acidic Swamp Ooze.
Is going to swing, but still good value that Purple's going to get off this Acidic Swamp Ooze. I mean, he's got Keeper of the Grove for the Unstable Ghoul too, so he's going to be able to take away the second Whirlwind effect from this. A lot of pressure behind Purple right now. Kaldi needs to find some action here. Forward of the Dome, Acidic Swamp Ooze takes away that weapon. Everything going against Kaldi right now. He's got Inner Rage to help fight against this. But Purple, he's just adding a ton of pressure to the board. 2 more from Keeper of the Grove. I mean, Savage Roar is lethal in this position right now.
Well, I mean, he's got 13 power and play 14 with his hero power. Geez. That was a big draw from Kaldi here.
Every single point of damage matters so much in this position, and the fact that he's able to take out 7 power with this one card, it's got to be a sigh of relief for him.
Yeah, is there something about playing the Armorsmith, Unstable Ghoul, and then Whirlwinding? Do you think that might be actually better from the spot? But I'm not sure if it, like...
I think at this point, with the way that this fight has been going, he has to get every single point of value that he can. So the extra minion health, I think, is paramount.
He might be holding on to this Unstable Ghoul from here on out, too. So when he has a Grim Patron, he has an actual way to go off. He's running out of spots.
But this is the spot where Druid is most dangerous. When you let it get to these turns and continue to play minions, its whole deck is big minions that are left. Ancient of Lore gets added to Purple's hand. Kaldi's down to 2 1-power minions left. No action in his hand. No way to draw cards.
Added as well.
Savage Roar, you know, he's getting closer every single turn. Kaldi has to find something to pull this out. Battle Rage is only 1 card right now.
He has to cycle this though. He can't wait. He needs to pick up something like.
He needs to go shield block into Shield Slam.
Well, he could pick up I was gonna say he could pick up a Grim Patron maybe and have a chance from here forward, but now he's in very bad spot.
Emperor Thorson can't be played this turn. He's just going to armor up and head to 17. Purple, 7 points of damage on the board. Savage Roar would be lethal right now, but he's just got no shortage of pressure to add behind this. Kaldi's going to have to draw something like Deathwing or Brawl if he wants to win this game.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Grim Patron is going to be an out here.
No, it absolutely is not. He doesn't have a way to utilize this, like, he doesn't have a way to actually activate his Grim Patron in this spot.
Yeah, I was being a little sarcastic.
Gnomish Inventor, I mean, he has to draw Brawl right now or this game is over.
That is one gigantic Gnomish Inventor.
Yeah, we actually, a little bit of a client issue here too. We don't see what his draw is, but the fact that he hasn't brawled straight away lets us know that it's not in his hand. Kaldi's going to throw out the well played. No way to fight off this pressure. Not even going to let Purple beat him up at the end. Purple going to take this series 3 games to 2. So close. I mean, it was looking so good for Kaldi in the early game.
Yeah, well, yeah. Purple came out early. Kaldi stifled it. Got a big board presence there, but Purple had all the answers. That swipe was backbreaking.
The Ancient of Lore was such a huge draw towards the end of that game too. Kept the gas rolling, and that's the dangerous spot to be in against Druid. When you don't have the pressure on them and you're going card for card, they continue to draw big threats at every step of the way.
Yeah, I mean, even if he didn't draw Ancient of Lore that turn, he still had a couple pretty good plays there in the piloted Shredder, and I think he had a Shade left over. I'm sorry, Keeper of the Grove. But getting that Ancient of Lore was just huge in that spot.
Yeah, able to win 2 games with Freeze Mage and then win 1 game with Druid. I mean, Druid versus Warrior got to feel good to be in that matchup every single time. And Kaldi put up a good fight, but just not the gas to finish it.